rough with a copper shine. Grit in the air, but the day feels mine. I breathe it steady, let the moment begin. A quiet rise through the gravel wind. I've pushed through roads that tore my skin, fought through storms no man should be in. But every bruiser tried to drag me low became the fuel that made me grow. And though the cold once gripped my chest, I stood my ground, gave all my best. I stand tall through the gravel wind tonight, through the heavy miles and the fading light. Whatever weight comes crashing through, I brace my soul and see it through. No storm can take the fight within. I stand tall through the gravel wind. Old fears linger like a dying flame, whispering back my hardest days of shame. But strength louder than the doubt I've known. A steady pulse carved in stone. Let the thunder break, let the shadows rise. I've stared them down with open eyes. Hope burns deep where the battered been, turning every fall into a climb again. I stand tall through the gravel wind tonight, through the heavy miles and the fading light. Whatever weight comes crashing through, I brace my soul and see it through. No storm can take the fight within. I stand tall through the gravel wind. I become who I'm meant to be. Still standing, still me. A slow steel light leans over the ground, morning humming with a low calm sound. I breathe it in, let the weight unwind. I'm stronger than the miles behind. I've walked through dust that burned my lungs, carried the weight of 1,000 wrongs. But every step that tried to break my stride built up the fire I keep inside. And though the nights once felt too long, they taught me how to come back strong. I'm stronger than the miles behind my name, through the storms, the loss, the worn-out pain. Every scar I've earned, every cracked old line turned into steel running down my spine. No road ahead can match that. I've seen dawn cut through that haze, and I won't bow to my yesterdays. Let the thunder roll, let the dark press in. I face that roar time and again. Hope's a flame that never tires, living deep like hidden wires. I'm stronger than the miles behind my name. I'm stronger than the miles behind my name. Through the storms, the loss, the worn out pain, every scar I've earned, every cracked old line turned into steel running down my spine. No road ahead can match that climb. I'm stronger than the miles behind. And every sunrise carves who I'm meant to be. Still stronger, still me. A soft blue haze rolls out across the plains, morning humming low like old freight trains. I breathe it deep, let the stillness land. There's grit alive in the quiet heartlands. I walked through nights that stole my sight, held on tight through losing fights. But every moment where I almost broke turned into steel beneath the smoke. And though the dark once pressed too near, I found my strength inside the fear. There's grit in the quiet heartlands of my soul, forged in the fires I couldn't control. Through the heavy winds, through the weary span, I rose again, I made my stand. No storm can shake what time began. There's grit in the quiet heartlands. Old scars whispered where the shadows fell, telling their stories all too well. But I've learned healing in the morning's rise. Truth grows loud in a weathered light. Let the thunder shout, let the cold winds bite. I've stood through longer, harder nights. Hope burns steady when the world turns gray, a lantern lit to guide my way. There's grit in the quiet heartlands of my soul, forged in the fires I couldn't control. Through the heavy winds, through the weary span, I rose again, I made my stand. No storm can shake what time began. There's grit in the quiet heartlands. And step by step I walk into who I'm meant to be. Still grounded, still me. The dawn cracks open with a burning hue, sharp and steady as the truth I knew. I breathe it deep, let the burden sway. Today I break the weight of yesterday. I've carried years like stones on my spine, walked narrow roads on a fraying line. But every stumble where I almost fell taught me the strength to rise from hell. And though old shadows cling to my name, I rise anew through the grit and flame. I break the weight of yesterday today, shake loose the chains that made me stray. Through the dust and dark that block my way, I carve my truth, come what may. No bitter past can make me stay. I break the weight of yesterday. Old ghosts whisper from the rearview glass, trying to anchor me to the past. But I found power in the rising sun, proof the hardest nights can be undone. Let the storms come fast, let the wild winds tear. I've stood through worse with nothing to spare. Hope burns loud when the soul is frayed, a fire born where the wounds were laid. I break the weight of yesterday today, shake loose the chains that made me stray. Through the dust and dark that block my way, I carve my truth, come what may. No bitter past can make me stay. I break the weight of yesterday. I break the weight of yesterday. And every breath pulls me closer to who I'm meant to be. Still breaking through, still me. A copper glow rests on the fading land, warm and heavy like a withered hand. I breathe it in, let the calm resound. Strength gathers at the edge of sundown. I've walked through heat that stole my breath, through quiet nights that felt like death. But every mile that carved my soul built up a fire I could not control. And though the world once pressed too tight, I learned to rise, to claim my life. This strength at the edge of sundown tonight, where the shadows fade and the road feels right. Through the worn out days, through the battles found, I stand my ground, I hold my ground. No storm can break the man I've grown. Strength at the edge of sundown is my own. Oh, fears linger where the cool winds hum, trying to call me back to what I've overcome. But I've seen dawn rise from darker skies. Hope grows loud when a good man tries. Let the wild winds howl, let the thunder roll. I've matched their force with a weathered soul. Even the dark can't turn me around. I rise again at the edge of sundown. The strength at the edge of sundown tonight, where the shadows fade and the road feels right. Through the worn out days, through the battles found, I stand my ground, I hold my ground. No stone can break the man I've grown. Strength at the edge of sundown is my own. And every fading light reminds me who I'm meant to be. Still rising, still me.